Yeah, it is very sad to see that we have such a low audience today. I don't think we should wait anymore. I may not be able to continue the session with such a low audience. Sorry for that. But yeah, in case you have any questions or any experiences that you'd like to share, we can continue with the session. So you can join me on stage, or Shiva. If you have anything to add, we can discuss further. But we can't have session with such a low audience.
Yeah, I think that's sensible, Sibra, with low audience.
Mm-hmm. So did
Maybe I will ask a couple of questions. Actually, I'm working in banking domain, Shibra. Okay,
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm working for a product-based company.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to look for opportunities outside of India. Whether if you have any kind of idea, that is one aspect. The other aspect would be if I want to do any kind of certifications or something like that. If you could give some inputs regarding that,
Okay.
that may be helpful for me.
Yeah, sure. So, with your first question is with regards to opportunities outside India, right? So, I may not be the right person for that because
Okay.
I've never worked outside. But yes, a couple of options that you have is one is internal transfer. So, your company must be having some openings or some clients which are on at onshore. So, usually people transfer within the companies and take the new opportunities and move that way. So that is one option you have. Another option which I've seen people do is to either go on a long leave, 6 months leave, or take they leave their current organizations and they go to the country where they want to work, and get the visa and everything done by their own personal expenses, and then go there, take the risk and search for the job while being in that country. I'm not sure if being in India you can get on-site opportunities, uh, because the company will have to arrange for your visa and everything. So if you have visa available with you, then also online you can search for some opportunities, and maybe then the company will sponsor you, and they'll call you there. But I don't think without visa it will be possible, right? So usually companies hire people with visa itself,
Yeah.
as far as I know.
Yeah.
Your second question was in regards to the certifications. So for certifications, BAs usually go for IIBA certifications, which is ECBA, CCBA, and CBAP. So based on your experience, if if you have 8 months of BA experience, I think you can go for CCBA or ECBA. You just need to showcase that while in previous profile also you were doing business analysis activities. But that is a paid certification. It is a costly certification and it requires you to study a big 600-page book. The value is good in the market, but it's a difficult certification exam, and not everyone is cut out for it, right? So if you can do that all the hard work and remember each and everything, understand the basics for it, go for a classes, and if you can do the hard work, then do go for IIBA certifications for business analysis.
Yeah.
There are other certifications which could be domain specific certifications. I'm not sure about banking domain, but for insurance domain for sure we have insurance certifications. So that is a domain certification you can go for, that will increase your domain knowledge as well. And those will be again specific to geographies. So you might have some Indian banking certifications, you might have some US banking certifications and things like that. I'm not aware of banking certifications, but insurance, we do have a certain set of certifications available. And other third type of certifications that you can go for are agile certifications. So you can go for CSPO, PSPO, scaled agile, safe agilist, like those kind of agile certifications. So if you go for those, um, that will showcase your agile knowledge. That's
Yeah,
the third
yeah,
set of certifications you can go for.
yeah, yeah. And the other thing is, what I observe is people who are kind of techno-functional people. I think they have more value compared to people who are in doing work in the functional nature. So in that aspect also, I just want to improve my expertise on some technical aspects also. Whether that is also possible, or do you have any kind of
So
suggestion or input?
yeah, I won't agree to that
Mm,
statement. It's just the grass is greener on other side. So if
mm,
you're working in functional domain, you might think that techno-functional, BAs are doing better than me. If you are in techno-functional BA profile, then you might think that, functional BAs uh, who are on client side and, representing business are better than me, right? It's just a perspective. There is no, good or a bad profile. It all depends on what skills you have, and whether your skills and interest match the profile you are working in, and how good are you in a particular profile. So I won't say that techno functional BAs are better than functional BAs. Both have their own values. We have domain experts, domain subject matter experts in the industry as well, who don't even know the T of technical, right? And still they are doing good. They are much better than other other people, just
mm,
because they are good in their job, right? So being good in
yeah,
your job is more important than the profile you have. And if you want to go for some technical knowledge, personally I'll recommend not to go for any certifications or anything for that, because one, it will be too technical for you. Second, you will not be using that knowledge into day to day life, right? So
mm,
you'll need the basic working knowledge that might help you in day to day work. So if suppose as a BA, you need to go into the database and extract the data out of the
data.
database, right? So you,
Yeah,
at that point in time when you have to do that activity, you can Google online, and you have we have websites like W3 schools and other websites that can easily teach you the SQL. So get the access, take help from your dev team, and start writing queries. So when you start practically applying things into your day to day work, right, then technical knowledge will start seeping into you. So for example, if you have to take out data from database, so ask development team to write a query and give it to you, and then just change the filters within that query, and try to run it on your own. And slowly you'll see that you are learning that, right? If a developer is talking about something to you, do not think that it is too technical, and why you need to have that conversation with the developer. So ask the developer to make it easy for you to tell you the nitty-gritties of it or the complexities of it in a technical terms, but in a layman term also, so that you can understand, being from a non-technical background. So that next time when the a technical person talks about in the same terms, you have a bit of fair idea what the person is talking about, right? You need not go into the code, you need not go into the syntax for the code, but at least you should know the you'll know the basics, right? So whenever you hear a new word, right, just try to understand what that word means. So let's say a developer is saying stored procedure, so at least tell the developer, this is the first time I'm hearing this term, will you explain it to me,
mm,
right?
mm,
So
mm.
slowly and slowly these technical terms will start seeping into you, and you'll create your better understanding, and this understanding will be much better than any understanding that you will gain from let's say two or
Doing
3 days of
courses.
session or
Mm.
course,
Yes, yes,
right?
that makes
So
sense. Yeah.
never
Mm,
stop learning, be it technical, be it functional, be it domain. Never stop learning. Try learning. Keep on learning new things, right?
mm.
Don't keep yourself closed. So the more you learn, the more better you will be in your job, and that is what matters, not some certifications that matter, right?
Yes, yes.
You don't need any certification to prove that you are good in your job. Your work should speak for itself.
Yeah,
Make,
Shipra.
yeah, make sense.
That makes sense. Mm, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, good, good, good. Good that you bring it up. I think it will be helpful to others as well. Yeah, hi Vineet, hi Avinash.
Hey, hello Shipra.
Yeah, hi.
I can I
Thanks for
ask
joining
something?
us. Yeah, sure. So
Okay, okay.
just before you ask, just for everyone's knowledge, we are not going ahead with the topic for today, which is maintaining emotional balance as business analyst, because we have a very low audience today. So it's more of an open house. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them on stage now, and you need to raise your hand. I'll call you on stage, and you can ask your questions, and maybe we'll take the topic some other time. Yeah,
Yeah,
please,
yes,
Vinit, go ahead.
yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I could totally relate what you were explaining. Like when we work as a techno functional, we feel functional is in more demand. So when I look
Hmm.
opportunities outside, I see people are expecting more of domain knowledge or product owner opportunities. So, I mean, apart from that, my main question is, what are the career opportunities are there when I work as a techno-functional BA? So, I'm working from last around 3.5 years as a techno-functional BA. I work on APIs, microservices, as well as into the banking domain, retail banking domain.
Hmm.
So if I look for my career ahead, should I prepare for the product owner or I can go for some architect profile also, like solution architect or technical architect, like that? Which one
Okay.
will be the, yeah, right
So
one?
it all depends on your interest area,
Mm-hmm.
right? So architect is someone who will deal with classes and objects and things like that, right? Who
Hmm.
will decide on the basic architecture of the system. So whether it needs to be a three-layer architecture or a four-layer architecture, and how the two layers will interact with each other, how many classes will have, how many objects will have,
Hmm.
right? I'm just speaking in technical terms
Yeah.
because I
Hmm.
understand that you will understand that, being a
Hmm.
techno-functional BA. So
Yeah,
they may be
sure.
just random jargons for some of our audiences, but
Hmm.
since I'm answering you, I'm
Yeah.
taking these terms, right? So an
Yeah.
architecture will be building the hierarchy of the
Hmm.
classes and
Hmm.
objects, and how these
Yeah.
they will apply the oops concepts and all
Hmm.
those things as per my limited understanding.
Hmm.
Is that an area which
Hmm.
interests you, right? That is the main
Hmm.
question. If you are doing a BA, what you are calling as a techno-functional BA role,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
I don't think you will be getting involved in all these architectural discussions, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
So what you are doing is
Hmm.
completely different from an
Hmm.
architecture profile. But if
Yes.
you are interested in that, there is
Hmm.
no one stopping you. So people
Hmm.
move
Hmm.
from
Hmm.
developers to BA.
Yeah.
I will not say that BAs cannot move to developer role or architect role, right? It all depends on
Hmm.
everyone's interest. There was a time
Right.
when I wanted to become a developer, and I took a course outside,
Hmm.
and I tried to move into that
Hmm.
developer profile as well,
Yeah.
because of my limited understanding of the BA role. But yeah, it all
Hmm.
depends on what your interest areas are.
Right.
uh,
Right.
Again, I mention it again and again and again,
Hmm.
that no role is better than the other, right? It is always
Hmm.
grass is greener on other side. If you are doing a
Hmm.
techno-functional BA role, you might be thinking architects are better than me, right?
Hmm.
Because you
Hmm.
see some architect in your organization who is doing better than you, maybe with the same number of years of experience, right? So you will always find people who are better than you. But
Correct.
that does not mean that you are doing a shady job, or you are not good at your job, right?
Hmm.
Just give your best to your job and do justice to your job, and that will,
Hmm.
slowly and slowly, that will also give you what you want from your career, right?
Okay,
So
okay. Yeah, I
uh,
mean, I have been involved into the design discussions in my project and
mhm,
user stories and everything. But just wanted to see like if I continue as a techno-functional BA for next more 5 years. So I mean, where it will take me. Like currently, I have around 9 years of experience total overall.
mhm,
So
mhm.
if I continue in BA role for next 5 years, then where I will go next? I will go for the product owner or solution architect. We have solution architect role also, right? Is it different?
See,
Uh, hmm.
a BA is always a BA, right?
Okay, okay. Hmm.
You have 10 years of experience, you have 20 years of experience, you have 30 years of experience. You
Okay.
will be doing a BA job only until and unless you
Hmm.
move
Hmm.
into another profile like architecture profile in your case, right?
Huh,
Or
huh,
a
huh.
project manager or a scrum
Yeah.
master, or
Hmm. Hmm.
a similar
Product owner. Hmm.
until you change your path, right?
Yeah.
BA is a profile that you can stay in throughout your career. So I have I will not say I've seen people, but there are people who will have, let's say, total 60 years of experience, and they are doing a senior BA role, and they are also doing the same work that we are doing, that is capturing requirements from the clients, right?
Okay.
PO is
Hmm.
just a new role that has emerged recently. But PO is, or a BA, there is a very I won't say thin line, but
Hmm.
there is a difference between PO and a BA role. A PO is more like an agile role.
Hmm.
BA is a role which stays throughout, right?
Hmm.
As I
Hmm.
mentioned, 30 years, 40 years down the line, you will be doing the BA job only. Only difference will be you may not be involved in the transactional um, aspects of it. So you might be
Hmm.
capturing requirements from the clients, you might be dealing with the clients, understanding their needs, understanding their problems, and then you may be passing them on to your junior BAs who will be writing user
Hmm.
stories, and then you
Okay.
will be reviewing those user stories and agreeing on the solution approach and things like that. A peer role is only there for a product based organization, or a product based
Hmm.
project. If you are in
Okay.
a support role, if you
Hmm.
are in an implementation role, that
Yeah.
is a BA role. You cannot
Hmm.
be
Hmm. Hmm.
you can be titled as PO, right? They'll
Hmm.
say
Hmm.
that this
Yeah.
person is a PO, but
Yeah.
that is not doing justice,
Hmm.
because you are not doing a PO job, you are doing a BA job
Hmm.
with a fancy title, right?
Okay. Okay.
So
Yeah.
it's
Makes
a
sense.
yeah,
Hmm.
because as an implementation person, right, you cannot design the product. A PO is supposed to design the product, and that's why the role is called product
Hmm.
owner,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
you
Correct.
you are supposed to own the product. But
Hmm.
as an implementation, if you're doing an implementation
Hmm.
in the implementation, or in a support industry, or in a
Hmm.
support project, you cannot be a PO,
Hmm. Hmm.
which
Hmm.
that title comes with. So
Okay.
uh, BA is
Hmm.
always a BA, in
Mm-hmm.
summary.
So BA is also a progressive role, right? We can continue for next 10 years. I mean,
Yeah, a BA, see, again, it
hmm.
depends on your interest and things, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
no two projects are same, right? So
yeah,
you
right.
might be working on a project
Hmm.
which is heavily data related project, right? So you have
Hmm.
to
Hmm. Hmm.
analyze the data, and maybe prepare some widgets out of it, or write
Yeah.
requirements for some reports. Tomorrow
Hmm.
you will be working on an integration project like you are doing
Hmm.
right now, right? Dealing with
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
APIs, dealing with request
Yeah,
response, and the
yeah.
mapping of two systems, how the two systems will interact with each other.
Hmm.
Third
Exactly.
project could be a regulatory project, right? So you'll
Hmm.
understand the government rules and regulations, how
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
they impact your system. So no
Right.
projects are same, right?
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
So slowly and slowly you will get involved into more complex projects. No one will tell you,
Hmm.
I just want a field in this system. You will be
Hmm.
working on the
Hmm.
features, entire feature implementations. You will be working
Hmm.
on
Hmm. Hmm.
entire product enhancements and
Okay.
complex requirements. So but
Hmm.
again,
Hmm.
at the end of it, right? So
Yeah.
I'm doing the same work which I was doing around let's say 5 years back, but it's
Hmm.
just the complexity has increased a lot. And as I said,
Hmm.
I do not deal with transactional data anymore, right? I pass it on to junior BAs. So if I have to
Hmm.
demo something, I ask them to prep the
Hmm. Prepare slides and
not,
stuff.
yeah, slides also, even the codes that
Yeah.
on which I'll transact, right? So
Hmm.
my
Hmm.
job
Hmm.
is only open the code, show the transaction, and that's it. But
Hmm.
I ask them to check whether it is working fine, whether it matches the acceptance criteria,
Hmm.
whether
Hmm.
I can demo it, right? If not, I
Hmm.
let them deal with the developers and testers till the issue is resolved,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
I do not go into transactional bits of it. So I deal with
Hmm.
client. I bring out the requirements, and then I pass them on for junior BAs to write the stories, right? It helps them
Hmm.
grow
Hmm.
as well. So
Okay.
so that's how your complexity will
Hmm.
increase, but if
Hmm.
you might get promoted within your organization, right? Your roles will
Yeah.
keep on changing. You can
Hmm.
become a consultant, you can become a solution architect. All these are fancy titles only, right? But at the end
Yes.
of it, you are doing a BA job only. Be it
Hmm.
5 years of
Hmm.
experience, be it 10 years of experience, or be it
Hmm.
20 30 years of experience, right? So even my seniors
Hmm.
who are having more than 10 years of experience than me, right? Even they are doing
Yeah.
the same thing, I am doing the same thing. So
Hmm.
it is up to me how I grow myself, right? I take on
Yeah.
new challenges, I take on new complex projects, right?
Yeah.
I was put into a project where which was a simple enough for me, so I fight it, right? Take me out of this project and use me better. I just put my
Hmm.
head into the frying pan because that is a very busy project, right? I was having a smooth life and then
Hmm.
I messed it up. But yeah,
Hmm.
new challenges you have to take and new
Yeah.
complex projects you have to take up.
Mm-hmm. Right.
If that
Yeah,
makes
actually,
sense.
these doubts come in mind sometimes because we hear people, maybe those are misconceptions like you should not continue as a BA for a long time. You should plan for some other role like product owner or product manager. So just wanted to get clarity, like should I start preparing now itself or how are the things ahead, after the 5 years if I continue the same as a BA
Yeah, so
or
the thing is, these are all trends, right? And trends keep on changing. So
hmm.
let's say 5 years back, a PO trend came up, and everyone wanted to become a PO.
Yeah.
Then, someone brought a term project product manager,
Hmm.
right? And people are still struggling to differentiate between project manager and product manager, right? And
Hmm.
product manager and PO, what are the differences? But no one is very much clear on it, and they keep on modifying the roles and responsibilities as per their project needs or as per their needs. So that is a trend. Recent trend is scaled agile, right? So
Yeah.
we are done with agile, and now we are looking into scaled agile, safe
Hmm.
POPM, safe agilist, and all those stuff, right? And tomorrow something else will come up, right?
Hmm.
Day after tomorrow
Yeah.
something else will come up. So
Yes.
these trends will keep on changing. What is
Hmm.
important is that you keep abreast with these trends, right? It should not
Hmm.
happen that you are a BA right
Hmm.
now and you do not know what is a scaled agile, right?
Hmm.
It should not happen that you
Correct.
do not know what an agile is, what an agile mindset
Hmm.
is, right? What
Yeah.
are user stories? So I have
Right.
seen people with who are working as a BA right now, but they do not know what a user story is,
Oh.
right?
Okay.
So
Hmm.
that is what that keeps that makes you behind the curve,
Hmm.
that makes you lag from your peers, right?
Hmm.
Even if you do not get a chance to work on new projects or new technologies or new hype in the market, new trends in the market, right? Even if you do not get the chance in your current organization, no one should stop you from learning about it,
Hmm. Correct.
right?
Correct.
So
Yeah.
when I schedule these sessions, the idea is that only that whatever information I have, whatever knowledge I have, I can share it with people
Hmm.
who do not even know these terms, right? We
Exactly.
did a session of difference between user stories and use cases, and how your FSD and user story align with each other, and we have discussed so many things in the past, right? And we'll keep on discussing these things also. But my agenda is not only to pass on the information, my agenda is also to learn from you guys. So
Hmm.
I want you to take an initiative and say that, Shipra, I have learned something, I want to share
Hmm.
it with you guys. So
Hmm.
needs to be a mutual
Right.
share of knowledge. The clubhouse
Yes.
intent is a mutual knowledge sharing, not a one way
Hmm.
communication, right?
Yes.
So
Correct.
uh, for example, someone asked me, what are the three C's in user stories? I didn't heard of heard of that term, before that.
Hmm.
So I immediately Googled it. I understood, I tried to figure out what that is. So that
Yeah.
helped me learn more about the three C's
Hmm.
in user stories, right? And then
Hmm.
I took a session and I explained my understanding with everyone else. So that is the idea, to keep on learning new things. So even if I'm not using user stories in my current project, I'm just
Hmm.
taking an
Yeah.
hypothetical example, but at least I know what it is, right? So tomorrow if I
Hmm.
have to move into a project which is using user stories heavily, it should not be an alien to me, right? I
Hmm.
should not
Correct.
suffer because I have been moved into
Hmm.
something which I do not know about. So I
Hmm.
have to keep myself abreast with latest trends, latest technologies, or have a brief idea of what's going on in the world, rather
Hmm.
than
Hmm. Hmm.
just being restricted to the well we are sitting in.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
so that is what is important, right? So a career progression will happen automatically if you
Hmm.
keep on evolving yourself, if you keep on learning new
Hmm.
things, right? Because
Yeah.
once you and learning is one thing, and applying
Hmm.
it practically is also important. So if you learn
Hmm.
how to so for example, Amit took a session on how to do good demos,
Hmm.
right, some time
Yeah.
back. So making points is one thing, but how many of us has implemented those points in our meetings next? So that is the key. So whomsoever has implemented those key points in their day-to-day meetings, in their day-to-day work, will have moved themselves ahead of the curve. They have progressed in their career path, they have evolved themselves.
Hmm.
And who just attend a session, or even don't attend the session, and do not use that knowledge, do not put it to practical use, they'll definitely going to forget about it in a day or two. And
Yeah.
that's a human memory, right? Until you
Right. Right.
practice it more,
Hmm.
you it will not get imbibed in your day-to-day work, or
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. I totally agree. Every day, actually, I learn something new. I hear something from QA, something from developer, or something from product owner, and I have to Google every day to learn about that term.
and that's a good thing, right? You're learning.
Yes,
So
yes.
tomorrow people will be hearing these terms from you, and they'll be learning
Hmm.
from you, right? So knowledge
Hmm.
is something that you cannot
Right.
keep with yourself,
Hmm.
and think that it will grow. Knowledge
Yeah,
is
yeah.
supposed to be shared. The
Correct,
more you
correct.
share, the more knowledgeable you become,
Hmm. Yeah,
right?
totally
And that's
agree.
why I keep on asking people, become a speaker, become a speaker.
Yeah.
Even if you are not even if you don't know anything about a topic, just pick a
Hmm.
topic, google for it,
Yeah.
understand it, and share your understanding in the session,
Hmm.
right? And what that will happen is, one, your concept will become strong, and you have worked on an area consciously in which you lack, you do not know anything about. Plus people like me, or other experienced people who join our sessions, will be able to correct you if you have misunderstood anything, right? And then your knowledge, your confidence gain, you will see the difference in yourself after just one session.
Yeah.
So
Sure. Totally agree. Thanks,
yeah.
Shipra.
Yeah, you are welcome, Elise. And thanks for joining us on stage. Yeah. Before we move on to Avinash, just for everyone's benefit, because we didn't had much audience at the start of the session, we have postponed our topic for today, which is maintaining emotional balance as a business analyst. We will take up the session next week, and I hope more audience will join in that time. Currently we have an open house. In case you have any questions, any queries which I can answer, do join us on stage, and I'll like to take up those questions and see what my responses are. So yeah, hi Avinash, welcome again. Avinash, we can't hear you. If you're speaking, Avinash, we can't hear you, so please try logging off and joining us again. Yeah.
Am I audible now?
Yes, Avinash, you are audible now. So thanks,
Okay.
thanks for joining us.
Thank you,
Welcome
Shipra.
back.
Thank you for allowing me to speak again. So, I
Yeah.
have a situation which I would like to share.
Mm-hmm.
So, I am an aspiring BA, so I have recently entered this role of BA.
Mm-hmm.
However, when I joined, I was a part of the pool, and months have passed, and unfortunately, I have not been able to get any project.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted your views, or in fact, other people's views on how to deal with this kind of situation. Because first, it is already a difficult task to, having a lot of domain knowledge and entering into a BA as a fresher. I mean, in the
Mm-hmm.
role of BA as a fresher, but you do have a lot of your domain expertise.
Mm-hmm.
And then you land up in a situation wherein you are not given any project to work on. And
Okay.
I'm sure that every organization have a threshold wherein there is a limit on how long a person can be on the pool.
But have you checked with the HR why they are not giving you a project, right? Because you are an experienced resource, and they cannot make you sit ideal for long. So, what reason are they giving you? Is it because they are expecting a project to come and they are keeping you on hold because of that project, or they are having a shortage of projects, or what's the reason they are giving you?
Honestly, Shipra, I haven't had any discussion on that point with HR as of now, but I will surely have a discussion with them very soon.
Okay.
And my situation is little bit unique, wherein I was hired with the perception or with the indication that there is a project coming in for which I had the expert knowledge or domain knowledge. So it's a very niche product wherein they wanted people who had worked on that product itself. However, due to some reasons, the project did not land up with the company.
Yeah. So yeah, so it happens, right? It's a very common scenario. I mean, I should to be to speak frankly, I have been into such situations couple of times, and things always work out. So one thing is it's very normal, right? It is not which is out of normal work. So that happens, they hire people and then they don't get the expected projects, they lose the projects, and then they move the people to some other um, project. So as you mentioned, they hired you for a very niche skill, right? So it might be possible that they are not having same skills, projects with the same skill requirements, right? So it is very important for you to take an initiative, right? You must be having a direct reporting manager or someone, and you must be having an HR contact who hired you, right? So
Mhm.
reach out to those people yourself, right? Do not sit idle. That will not do you any good, because you will be lagging on your learning, you will be lagging on your experience, right? Even if you are you it won't show up in your resume, but somewhere down the line your learning is kind of stopped, right? So it won't be a good position for you. So reach out to them and pester them, right? Continuously to align you to a project, and do mention to
Mhm.
them that you are fine moving into something else as well, right? Because it will give you a learning opportunity, of course not a technical role, but there are many there must be many BA roles within your organization, right?
Yes,
So
of course.
yeah,
In
so
my
I know
position,
I,
it
I
goes
I know
without
about
saying that I
your
have to be
organization.
flexible and
So
open.
I'm sorry.
In my position, it goes without saying that I'll have to be flexible and open to accept other positions.
Yeah, I won't say other position, because I know your organization, right? So there are a lot of BA profiles out there. It's just that that your niche skill, right? It may not be of immediate use, but it will, if you can get a project in a business analysis profile, then at least you'll learn something, right? So just say that you are flexible, but you do not want to sit idle, and ask
Mhm.
them how you can make yourself useful to the company in the meanwhile, right? So they'll say that we are searching for a project, it will take a week or so, or 2 weeks or so, something like that they'll say, right? So just ask them, okay fine, but is there anything short term which I can do to help the organization? So that will keep you busy, as well as uh, keep you out of that apprehensions or hesitations, right?
Mhm. Sure. So you mean to say that I'll have to express myself clearly with my manager as well as the HR?
Yes, so pester them until they give you a project, right? Do not take it lightly. So usually what happens is we think that we are getting our salary, why bother? But frankly, it doesn't do us any good sitting idle.
Mhm.
So after a while, it gets too boring, and you start
Honestly speaking, so in this
feeling
situation,
all these things, right?
yeah, and
What will
you
happen
feel
to
like there
me?
is a sword lying on your head every time. I mean, if you are in
Yeah,
that situation.
yeah. So just reach out to them and ask them, when by when I can expect a project, how long it will take, and if they say they are looking for something, just ask them back, right? Is there anything I can do in the meanwhile, right? Maybe because I'm new to BA profile, is there a BA which I can shadow in the meanwhile, right? Is there a
Mhm.
BA which can assign some small menial tasks to me, right? That will also help you learn what the other senior BA is doing, right? So say to them, until they assign a project, assign you with a project, can they assign you to shadow some other senior BA, right?
Mhm. Sure.
Something like that.
Thank you, Shipra.
So I'm sure you'll get some good project. You know,
Yeah, hopefully.
somehow there are a lot of BA profiles in your organization. So
Mhm.
I'm pretty hopeful. Yeah. So don't worry.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah. Hi, B Yogi.
Hey, hi Shipra.
I think your name is something else. You told me last time. I'm
Yes,
forgetting
yes,
it.
yes. Myself, Ratan. I'm just here to answer
Ratan.
people queries. That's it. Yeah, just
Okay.
to help you out.
Yeah,
That's it.
sure. Yeah, sure, Ratan. Please go ahead. I'm sorry I didn't asked you previously, but yeah, if you have any answers for Vineet or Avinash or
Yeah, yeah.
Shiva,
I
please
just want to
feel free.
ask Avinash one question. So, Avinash, you said you were working for a product, right? New skill. So, what is that product you hired for?
So I have experience into insurance domain, and under insurance there is a product called surety. So I have that niche skill of working on surety products.
Okay. So there are two things here. I think I'm not sure. I think you might be hired for a service based company. That is the reason you're looking for a project, right?
Yes.
Yes. So there are two things here. Even I work for a service-based company, and so many times I came to bench, and I have a very good experience on bench. So there are two things here, Avinash. One is like, as you said, that you're working on that product, right? If it is a niche skill, okay. As Shipra has suggested, you ask your manager, right? If there is any project is coming up in year, right? That project. Else, I would suggest you better search for another stay there, or else in the current organization itself you can look for another opportunity. I mean, it depends upon, again, it depends upon you, right? For me, it's like I don't, I can take another opportunity also. So if you want to take another opportunity, then this bench or else learn something else,
Um,
insurance, learn something else, and look for another opportunity. I used to work in Accenture. So what used to happen there, I mean, they don't approach us. We search ourselves. We
mhm.
search ourselves because 3 months is the notice period. I mean, 3 months they will ask us to go out, right? So I used to approach people. There are some internal websites and all. I used to check the job description, and the job description, some new skills are there, means I used to learn on my own. I used to update that into resume and send it, right? So this way you have to upgrade yourself and get a job. Again, it's like a, you're there in the company, but again you're looking for a job, you're trying for a job, you're upgrading yourself. So I would suggest either you look for an opportunity out, you look for an opportunity, you talk to your manager, get a project. I'm sure, I mean, if there is a project, means definitely they'll come back to you. There is no project, so I would suggest you look for another opportunity, upgrade yourself, and get another project. As Shipra said, don't stay in bench for so long. It is not, what to say,
Mhm.
it's risky actually. I've seen people in front of me going out after 3 months. So I have worked for so many service based companies. That is the reason I'm telling you. Okay, is that good?
All right. Yeah, yeah. I'll do that thing.
Perfect. uh, Vineet, you are saying you are a techno functional, right?
Yes,
So when you say techno functional, what kind of technical you are doing?
techno functional. So my work is related work mostly on APIs. So my project involves APIs design. I mean, adding the field mappings and working with developers also to explain the requirement or resolve any impediments. I mean, not actual coding or anything, but into the design discussions as well as the requirement discussions.
So when you say I still
Hmm.
didn't get the technical part.
Okay.
See, creating that integration documents, you mean to say this is a field where this field has to, for
Hmm.
example, two systems. Let's take that as
Yeah.
SAP and Salesforce, right? If some
Yes. Yes.
integration is there, means from this page, this is the
Hmm.
field has to go and sit in this one. So this kind of integration documents you prepare, right?
Yes, yes. And suppose if you are migrating from some legacy TIPCO service to some JSON service, right? So there also we have to do field mapping and what all will the impact if some uh, enhancement is coming. So that impact analysis also I'm doing.
Okay. Good, good, good. Good
Yes.
to know that. Yeah, I
Mm.
just want to know, see, because when you say
Uh-huh.
techno-functional, right, there is so many technicals
Yeah.
actually. There is so many
Okay.
technical things there. And as you
Uh,
asked, Shipra, that
mm-hmm.
after 5 years or 10 years, what I want to be, right? It
Yeah,
always
yeah.
depends upon you. As Shipra has
Mm.
mentioned, you need to be in trend. Okay, be with the trend, else we will fail. Okay, so when I say be with the trend in the sense, you need to understand in the
Hmm.
market what kind of technologies are there, how do I need to upgrade myself, which one is going latest, right? If you learn all those things, we will sustain in the market, right? So
Hmm.
I want to become a PO manager and all, it all depends upon you. I have a 15 years of experience. I'm still
Hmm.
working as a PA only. Okay, I got an opportunity
Hmm.
to work as a senior manager, but I didn't take that opportunity because I don't want to be a manager. I want to be an individual contributor always. I want to do my work, and that's it. I don't want to take any extra responsibilities because I have
Hmm.
to take. I mean, I have to take care of my families and other stuff. I'm into different. I'm into yoga, so I concentrate more into yoga.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
so it all depends upon your what to say interest, what I want to be. You want to be PO or
Hmm. Hmm.
manager, right? That
Hmm.
you need to take care.
Yeah.
And it never happens. See, when I joined, right,
Hmm.
I thought I'll
Hmm.
become a vice president, right? But when
Hmm.
after 15 years, things will change, right?
Yeah.
Things will change. Now I understood what I want to be, right? So after five
Correct.
years,
Correct. Yeah.
it you need to take care. Automatically after 2 years,
Hmm.
3 years,
Hmm.
you will get a maturity. You understand what you want to be, what you want to learn. But to sustain in the
Hmm.
market, right?
Hmm.
Whether it is IT, wherever it is, we guys need to keep on learning, right? Whether it is you, me,
Hmm. Hmm.
Shipra, Avinash, whoever it is. If we are not learning, if we are not with the trend, then we gonna fail. Okay.
Hmm. Right, right. Yeah, actually, I have least interest in the management role or managing the people. So I was afraid of going into manager as a, I mean, project manager or product manager role.
Then you have
More
the
of
answer.
interest into the individual
Then you have the
contributor.
answer.
Yes.
And let me tell you, I'm earning more than a manager because I'm always up, right? So in BA, what
Okay.
happens? You
Okay.
always need
Hmm.
to upgrade your either domain, right? Or else the
Yeah.
Avinash said, right? Some niche skills or products, right? You need to add
Hmm.
some or other thing to your profile always. Only BA profile doesn't work out.
Hmm.
Either you need to be very good in the domain with
Yeah.
BA,
Yeah.
domain BA plus some product. Then you'll be there in the market. At the same time, you'll be highly paid.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Some product you mean Salesforce or some
Not only
something
Salesforce.
similar?
I'm
Hmm.
working as a Salesforce business
Hmm.
analyst, but not
Yeah.
only Salesforce.
Yeah.
There are so many things. Service now is there.
Hmm.
Service guideware business
Hmm.
analyst.
Hmm.
When it comes to insurance, guideware business analyst. Nowadays,
Hmm. Hmm.
ERP, there is something called NetSuite business analyst, right?
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
if you upgrade yourself with these products and at the same time domain also adds,
Hmm.
then
Hmm.
definitely you will have a good what to say market.
Hmm. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Got it. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys. Thanks, Shipra. I'm good.
Yeah, thanks, Ratan. Thanks for sharing your valuable inputs. Um, yeah, and I hope Vineet and Avinash, we have answered your queries.
Yes, Shipra.
Um, yeah, and thanks for joining us. Moving on to Nidhi. Hi, Nidhi.
Hello. Hi, Shipra. Hello, everybody. So, Shipra, I have a question which is more based on the situation. What
Mm-hmm.
should one person do that if uh, I'm a BA, but I have been, asking to play a role of being a manager as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it is basically that I should play both the roles, because my previous experience considers some management role as well, as I moved from, testing to a BA profile. So
Mm-hmm.
it I have that experience as well. So what
Mm-hmm.
should be done in this situation? Because uh, what will happen if I choose that, what will be the consequences in the future? Because if people will start taking me as a manager itself,
Mm-hmm.
because what I want to be stick to a BA profile, right? But
Okay.
if it is a good opportunity, then what should be done?
So Niti, what I'm getting a vibe here is that you are not interested in a project manager role, or is it something that you are not sure, and you are thinking maybe project manager role is good for you in future. So what's the situation like?
So I am fine to do for one of the project, but not like being tagged as for always. I mean, if the requirement of the organization is so I will be fine to do so, right? But that
Mm-hmm.
should be like for one of the project, not for like they take you now as a project manager or
So so you want to move into BA profile only, right?
yeah, yeah,
Uh-huh. Yeah, so in that case, definitely you should talk to your managers, right? Tell them that you are taking this opportunity till the time they find a suitable replacement, right? So it basically depends on the project. So if the project is small enough, they might not be looking out for a full-time project manager, and they might be expecting a senior resource in the team. So be it a BA or a technical leader, or someone to take up those responsibilities as well. But I think if you make yourself clear that this is something just as a side stint that you are doing, and not your full profile, then the message should get across. And moreover, it is important for you as well not to get involved into too much project management activities, right? So if you
right.
keep yourself busy with project management activities, people will start thinking you of as a project manager, which you do not want, right? So keep your focus on a BA, even if you have taken additional responsibilities, right? So keep your focus on BA, and say that and keep the expectations clear. It is very important for your senior leadership team, or the project managers or whomsoever are there, which are assigning you this particular role. uh, Tell them that you are doing this role temporarily, while they are searching for an alternate, but you will like someone else to take on this responsibility. So being a senior resource, you can always say no to the work that you do not want to do, right? And if you are not willing to take up any responsibilities, you can say no to it.
But the dilemma comes when actually you see it as a good opportunity to, get recognized, or, uh,
Mhm.
to have that thing that, okay, people will know that, yeah, she's doing all that work and all. But yeah, definitely, I would not like to get the tag of being a manager and all stuff.
Yeah. So
So,
that's why I said, take up this work, right? Do not
mhm,
straight away say no to it, that you will not do it, even a single bit of it. Take up this work, but do not make it your primary work if you're not interested in that, right? Just keep
right.
it on sidelines. Just say that, let me give just 1 hour a day on these activities, but not more than that. It depends on us what work we want to do, right? If we do not want to do a particular work, no one can make us do that work. As easy as that.
Right,
So
right.
just say to them that I will be taking up this work, and work as a sidekick, or a side side business, but this won't be my major work. I'll
Mhm.
focus on my day to day activities, which are business analysis related activities, and I do not expect to spend more than an hour a day on these activities. And if you end up doing more work which is on project management side and not on BA side, then flag it immediately that you are not able to focus on your BA work because of all these activities, and check if they can assign some support to you. So even all the project
Mm-hmm.
management activities, right, they can be delegated to someone else. Some
Right.
junior also can take your guidance and do all those activities. So you can, if you think that you are doing more than what you bargained for, then just ask for some help, and ask them to assign some help, which who can be more involved in these activities rather than you, right? So that person can help you make the presentation or the status reports, for example. The person can take up scrums instead of you, and let you know the highlights of it. So there are many things that even junior people can do on your behalf, right? So go that way. But the moment you start doing 50% of the day in some other activities, you will be tagged with them for sure. So uh,
Mm, right, that's
you
true.
yeah, it might be a good opportunity, right? Because being becoming a project manager, as well as a BA, it might be a good learning experience, it might be a good opportunity, but at the end of the day you have to see your interest. If you are not interested in any particular kind of work, you will not succeed in that, no matter how good the profile is. So let's say I want to become a CEO of a company, and or I want to become a sales lead of a company. If I'm not good with people, if I hesitate talking to the people, or if I cannot sell something, right, I will not do justice to those profiles. So I'm better
Mm,
being a BA than being a C level role, which I cannot do justice for. So better is to what keeps our even our personal life balanced, as well as what keeps our interests intact, because we are there for a long run, right? So we will be doing this job for 30-40 years, or maybe even more. So it should be something that we love, right? It should be something that interests us, not something that we feel tired at the start of the day. Oh, I have to do this work today, right?
mm.
So your interests are more important, your work life balance is more important. So all you are free to say no.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, that I know, but it is still, it becomes difficult to draw that line, and you have certain hesitation, right?
Yeah,
What,
but no one else will.
because the question of what if, you know,
Yeah.
saying straightforward no to anything will have make any impression or something. So those kind of things always comes into the mind.
Yeah, so I'm not recommending say no outright, right?
Hmm.
So every role gives you some learning opportunity, for sure, right? So
Right.
it's just that you have to draw the line, you have to balance it out, right? You have to communicate your expectations or your aspirations well. No one else will be doing that for you.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, Nidhi. Okay. So do we have anyone else with any other questions? So as I mentioned, we were not able to carry out with our topic because of very low audience at the start of the session. So we make it an open house. So in case you have any questions which are not even related to the topic, feel free to join us on stage. Otherwise, we'll close the session now. Yeah, Shiva.
Uh,
Uh, okay.
yeah,
Sorry.
just
Yeah,
want
Shiva.
to bring this, whether any freelancing opportunities we can get it. See, already that leave that ethics part, okay. Whether see, suppose I want to do this BA related role for 3 months, just want to do it for a short period. See, I'm not employed in that sense, you consider that like that. So whether any such opportunities we can get it here, is that if you have some kind of idea, maybe some
Uh,
views you can.
Yeah, Shiva. So, I have not heard of many freelancing opportunities in India for sure. Uh, Outside there are these people who are hired on contract basis. So outside like US, UK, what happens is they hire you for 3 months, 6 months, and once the project get over, they say either they renew your contract or they say bye bye. So but then that again is a contractual employment, not a freelancing opportunity, right? So
Yeah.
freelancing opportunity, I'm not sure even how a BA can do. um, uh, there are I won't say there are none, but there are freelancing opportunities for BAs, but I'm not aware of them. And frankly, I think that as a BA you have to understand the requirements from the clients, and I'm not sure how you can do it as a
Yeah.
freelancer
Very
BA,
difficult. Yes.
right? So maybe uh, if I take an example of a work that you can do as a BA, so maybe there is a website which they have developed without any documentation, so they might ask you to write the documentation by going through the website. So that kind of a freelancing work can come your way, but I do not see that kind of work as a true BA work. For a true BA work, you have to understand the requirements from PO or from clients. And freelancing is more, as per my understanding, is more of a work which you do outside your regular hours, at your will, being flexible, with flexible timings and all, right? So
Yes.
you just get an assignment, you complete it, and you give it away. But without having meetings with clients, without understanding technical, without having technical discussions with your developers, and without understanding the functional aspects, I'm not sure how you can do freelancing work in a BA profile. So I tried arranging a session, but I didn't receive a response on freelancing opportunities for BA. But uh, I, I, I personally am not aware of any. There might be,
Okay.
but I'm
Oh,
personally not aware.
can I add something on this, Shipra?
Yeah, sure, sure, Vinay, go
Yeah,
ahead.
I've seen few BAs work on the freelancing, but and they train on the skills, like they train on Jira, they train on BA related skills. So there are a lot of training related companies who give the opportunity of the freelancing work to BAs. So that's not a BA work actually, but they train batches on these skills to become a BA, like what is agile, how to use Jira, how to use SQL, and what is API. So on those basic stuff or the skills which are required for a BA, so maybe that side also you can look into to
Yeah,
have the additional income.
yeah, that is training, Vinay, right? That's not a
Yes,
freelancing.
yes.
So freelancing is something which
Hmm.
will help you earn based on
Yeah,
what
I
you
mean
do.
they earn what from that. They those are the paid batches.
No, they
So.
earn, but how will you
Hmm.
earn from training?
So you are the trainer for those trainings, right? So you will
Okay.
be charging for those trainings.
Okay.
So BAs work as a trainer to train the people on these skills.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Shipra, can I add with your
But will
permission?
Yeah, sure, Ratan, go ahead.
Shiva, first of all, I would like to ask you one question. So, when you said freelancing, right, are you working as a BA and looking for a freelancing opportunity? Or you are a fresher and you want an experience, that is the reason you're looking for a freelancing?
Me, as of now, I'm working as a BA actually. See,
Okay.
this thought is maybe in free time, suppose in my day-to-day work or in my current work, if I'm having some kind of bandwidth, I can spend some additional hours on my free time. Maybe I wanted to utilize my skills to do some extra work or something like that. In those aspect, the other aspect would be I don't want to work permanently. That means I don't want to do a regular work. Maybe 3 months I will do some kind of that is what Siddha was telling. Na? That kind of contract work.
Your voice is breaking. Is it only for me or for others as well?
Yeah, for me as well. Shiva, your voice broke.
Is it fine now?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, one aspect is if I have some kind of bandwidth in my current role, if I wanted to do some extra work during my free time, I wanted to take up that work. The other thing would
Okay.
be maybe in later
Yeah.
point of time, if I wanted to do some contract work for 2 months or 3 months. After that, I may be involved in some other work. After that, I wanted to take up some BA work. So in those aspects, I'm just asking to have a just an understanding actually.
Got it. So what I understand is like if you have some bandwidth, you want to earn some utilizing that time, right? There are two things here. One is, as Vinith mentioned, you can train people as a business analyst, right? There are some institutes where they take the real-time BA and they provide. I mean, they'll get the students, and you need to try. You can train them, right? Or else you'll get so many people who is looking for training and all. There are so many people who wants to become a BA and all. They'll be looking for training and all. You can train them, right? There you can earn, right? Second thing, you want to work as a BA in a projects. Yes, this is also possible, but it is not so easy to get this kind of projects. Right, there are so many websites available actually. So previously, when I was having some break, I was looking for this kind of work. I actually got one work like this from there is one person, a BA, already working as a freelancer. This freelancing actually works out of India more comparing to India. Out of India, it works more. Right, there is one person from Nigeria. He's already working as a BA, and he has enough projects, and he doesn't have a bandwidth, so he got a project. So I think in Telegram only he messaged stating that I'm looking for a person who can work as a freelancer. I just messaged him, so we both had a connect. Then he connected with me with the client. So I think he might be getting some percentage and all those things. That should be that is fine. So he connected with me. Client has explained all those things, but I mean they have given me the timelines and all those things. But because of some emergency, my father treatment and all, I couldn't able to take that opportunity. Right. So this kind of projects actually you need to look for it. Nothing comes on our way. Right,
Hmm.
it's you need to look in Telegram, you need to look in freelancing opportunities. There are so many. If you search in Google, there are so many. There you can post.
Hmm.
You can mention your timings for this many hours. You gonna charge this much, right? How are you
Hmm.
going to
Hmm.
handle that project? So you can market yourself. There are two things here. One is that if you have a skills, perfect. Another thing is that you need to market that. You need to tell people, boss, I'm there to do it, right? So you can search in Google and you can market it. So two things you can earn. One is like training, another thing is like freelancing, but you need to search for it.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, all the best,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Shiva. Do we have any more questions from anyone? I guess no. So yeah, let's wrap up for today. Thanks everyone who joined us today, and I'm sorry we were not able to continue with our discussion on maintaining emotional balance. We will. I'll schedule another session next week, and hopefully we'll have more audience, and then we'll carry on the discussion. But yeah, thanks for joining us today, and
Thank you,
I hope
Shibra.
you
Thanks,
can
everyone.
enjoy
Nice
your
talking to
rest.
you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Bye bye.
Thanks. Thank you.